The question from the Almighty Tom reads, I have trouble willing to Bible study. I've tried to read the Bible in the past, but I seem to get frustrated every time I read it, as I am one who doesn't like reading. What should I do? How can I memorize the Bible easier? Anyways, thank you so much and God bless you. Well, the Almighty Tom, thank you for sending in that question. And there's two ways I would answer it. Firstly, in the practical sense, God told us in Psalm 139, verse 14, that we have been fearfully and wonderfully made. That our minds, our bodies, are more complex and well-designed than anything else that we've ever been able to invent. And the more we discover, it just continues to baffle how well God's designed our system, and our brains are no exception. Understand that when we read something, when we see something, we never forget it, quote unquote. There's more storage up here than even the most advanced supercomputer. The problem is we don't always access it as quickly as we'd like. And so the way that people generally tend to get information in the memorization category is that they remember it more easily by learning the way they learn. So learn the way you learn. There are 5 senses, 5 ways of which your brain is accessed. There's hearing, there's seeing, there's smelling, there's tasting, and there's touching. Now, all of these things can be applied in personal Bible study. Obviously, you can't smell or eat a Bible, but you can light a candle while reading it. That way, your nose is being stimulated, and some people remember things better when 1 or 2 more of their senses are being engaged, or if you're having a meal, or if perhaps you listen better than you read. That's ears over eyes. Find an audio Bible, edit it, and get some verses just cut out in sections and listen to it maybe while you're multitasking or playing a game. I love listening to Bible studies and lectures while I'm gaming, so perhaps that strategy will benefit you. But when we're talking about our ability to remember, also understand the second part of this, and that's the personal. We always want to learn more about something we want to learn more about. And if you want to learn more about the Bible, you will. The problem is our fallen, sinful hearts naturally rebel against the things of God. And we, by default, don't like enjoying the things of God, especially in memorizing His Word and taking it to heart. So the solution then isn't practical as much as it is spiritual. If you ask God to give you a new heart that wants to enjoy His Word, do you think He'll say, I don't think so? Jesus said in John chapter 14 and verse 13, whatever you ask in my name, that I will do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. Now the key word there is in my name. That's 3 words. But the way that's meant to be taken is as if Jesus was doing it. And understand, Jesus could not have spoken more highly about God's Word, His own Word. In fact, He was called the Word. So if you come to God and say, Dad, I just want a heart that loves your Word. Can you give that to me? He'll do the work inside that will ultimately be reflected outside. Then the practical steps can be taken. Thank you for asking your question, Almighty Tom. And if you have any further questions or want clarification on these things, or anyone else listening, feel free to ask in the comments below. I look forward to answering your next questions.